Picture this. A goddess with golden wings soars across Mount Olympus, her presence alone capable of determining the fate of wars, competitions, and divine conflicts. This is Nike, the embodiment of victory itself, and she's about to transform how both gods and mortals celebrate triumph forever. In the rich tapestry of ancient Greek mythology, few deities wielded as much influence over human ambition and divine politics as Nike. Born from the primordial forces of success and achievement, she didn't just witness victory, she was victory incarnate. But her greatest contribution to both divine and mortal realms wasn't her power to grant success. It was her revolutionary idea to create lasting traditions that would honor triumph and inspire future generations. Ancient Greece was a civilization built on competition, from athletic contests in sprawling stadiums to brutal warfare between city-states. The Greeks understood that victory required not just skill and strength, but divine favor. They believed the gods actively participated in mortal affairs, choosing champions and deciding outcomes. In this world of constant struggle, Nike emerged as the ultimate arbiter of success. Nike's origins trace back to the earliest days of divine hierarchy. She was daughter of Pallas, a titan associated with warfare, and Styx, the powerful river goddess who commanded the sacred oath-binding waters of the underworld. This parentage gave Nike a unique position. She understood both the brutal realities of conflict and the sacred nature of divine promises. Her siblings included Zelos, representing zeal and rivalry, Kratos, embodying strength and power, and Bia, the personification of force and violence. Together they formed Zeus's inner circle of divine enforcers. But Nike possessed something her siblings lacked: vision. While they focused on immediate power and dominance, she understood that true victory required more than winning a single battle or contest. It demanded recognition, remembrance, and the inspiration to achieve greatness again. This insight would lead her to revolutionize how triumph was celebrated throughout the ancient world. The transformation began during the Titanomachy, the epic war between the Olympian gods and the older generation of Titans. As Zeus and his siblings fought to overthrow their father Kronos and establish a new divine order, Nike made a crucial decision. She abandoned her Titan heritage and pledged her loyalty to Zeus, bringing her siblings with her. This wasn't mere political opportunism. Nike recognized that Zeus represented a new vision of divine rule, one that would value achievement and excellence over raw power alone. Zeus, impressed by Nike's foresight and loyalty, granted her unprecedented authority. She became his constant companion, standing at his right hand during crucial decisions. More importantly, he gave her dominion over all forms of victory: military conquests, athletic competitions, political triumphs, and even personal achievements. But Nike realized that victory without proper celebration was hollow and quickly forgotten. The goddess began observing how mortals reacted to triumph. Warriors returning from successful campaigns often felt empty after initial celebrations faded. Athletes who won prestigious competitions found their achievements diminished by time and fading memory. Even divine victories in conflicts between gods seemed to lose their significance without proper commemoration. Nike understood that victory needed structure, ritual, and tradition to maintain its power and meaning. Her first innovation was the Victory Crown. Instead of temporary celebrations that quickly faded, Nike introduced the concept of lasting symbols that winners could wear and treasure. She crafted the first laurel wreaths on Mount Olympus, weaving together branches from the sacred bay tree that Apollo had transformed from the nymph Daphne. These crowns weren't mere decorations. They were imbued with divine power, serving as permanent reminders of achievement and divine favor. But Nike's vision extended far beyond simple symbols. She recognized that victory celebrations needed to serve multiple purposes: honoring the winner, inspiring others to strive for excellence, and creating shared cultural experiences that bound communities together. She began developing comprehensive ritual frameworks that would transform how both gods and mortals approached triumph. The goddess established the first victory processions on Mount Olympus. When gods achieved significant triumphs, Nike orchestrated elaborate parades featuring divine music, celestial displays, and ceremonial presentations. These weren't random celebrations. They followed specific patterns that emphasized different aspects of victory. Military triumphs focused on courage and strategic brilliance. Competitions highlighted skill and dedication. Personal achievements celebrated growth and self-improvement. Nike's influence quickly spread to the mortal realm. She began appearing to human champions in dreams and visions, teaching them the proper ways to honor their victories. She showed them how to construct victory monuments that would inspire future generations. She taught them victory songs that captured the essence of triumph and could be passed down through oral tradition. Most importantly, she revealed the connection between individual achievement and community celebration. The goddess understood that victory rituals needed to be accessible to everyone, not just elite warriors and athletes. She developed traditions for merchants who completed successful trading expeditions, farmers who achieved exceptional harvest, craftsmen who created masterful works, and scholars who made important discoveries. Every form of human excellence deserved recognition and celebration. One of Nike's most significant innovations was the concept of victory festivals. These weren't simple parties. They were complex cultural events that combined religious ceremony, athletic competition, artistic performance, and community gathering. She inspired the creation of the Olympic Games, where her influence can be seen in every aspect of the competition. The lighting of the sacred flame, the processional entry of athletes, the victory ceremonies, and the awarding of olive wreaths all reflected Nike's vision of how triumph should be honored. The goddess also established traditions around military victory. She taught generals how to conduct triumph parades that honored not just commanders, but all soldiers who contributed to success. She showed them how to dedicate portions of captured wealth to the gods, while ensuring that communities benefited from military achievements. Her influence shaped the construction of victory monuments and the composition of epic poems celebrating heroic deeds. Nike's impact on divine politics was equally profound. She convinced Zeus to establish formal recognition systems for godly achievements. When Athena won the contest to become patron of Athens by creating the olive tree, Nike orchestrated the celebration that established this victory as a defining moment in divine history. When Apollo demonstrated his musical superiority over Marsyas, Nike ensured the triumph was commemorated in ways that would inspire future artistic endeavors. The goddess recognized that victory traditions needed to evolve and adapt to changing circumstances. She continuously refined her rituals, incorporating new elements while maintaining core principles. She understood that static traditions would eventually lose their power and relevance. This flexibility allowed her celebrations to remain meaningful across different cultures and historical periods. Nike's influence extended beyond immediate celebrations to long-term cultural development. Her emphasis on recognizing achievement encouraged Greeks to pursue excellence in all areas of life. Her traditions created frameworks for healthy competition that pushed individuals and communities to constant improvement. Her rituals provided social cohesion by giving people shared experiences and common values centered around the pursuit of greatness. The goddess also established important connections between victory and responsibility. Her traditions emphasized that triumph brought obligations to community and future generations. Winners were expected to use their success to inspire and assist others. Victory celebrations included elements that reminded champions of their duty to maintain high standards and continue striving for excellence. Modern victory celebrations still reflect Nike's ancient innovations. Olympic ceremonies, championship parades, award presentations, and achievement recognition events all follow patterns she established thousands of years ago. The goddess's understanding that victory requires proper celebration and commemoration continues to shape how we honor success in contemporary society. Nike's establishment of victory rituals represents more than mythological storytelling. It reflects fundamental human needs for recognition, inspiration, and community connection. Her traditions acknowledge that individual achievement gains meaning through shared celebration and cultural continuity. They recognize that victory, without proper honor, loses its power to motivate future excellence. The winged goddess understood that triumph isn't just about winning. It's about creating lasting value from temporary success. Her rituals transformed fleeting moments of achievement into permanent sources of inspiration and cultural identity. Through her innovations, Nike ensured that victory would always serve not just individual ambition, but collective human flourishing. Today, every time we celebrate achievement with ceremonies, awards, or public recognition, we honor Nike's ancient wisdom. Her vision that victory deserves proper celebration continues to inspire excellence and bring communities together in shared appreciation of human potential. The goddess of victory created traditions that remind us that our greatest triumphs gain meaning through the connections they create with others and the inspiration they provide for future generations.